Hey everybody, do you want to hear another story about the life of the old naked man? Uh, do you want to know what I was doing standing in the middle of my kitchen, butt naked, knife in my hand, and scared out of my mind? Um, I lived just outside of this small town in central Alberta, and the place I lived in is used to be an old garage that they renovated and made it into a house, and it's ground level. And by that I mean the deck at the front door was dug down into the gravel, so the driveway was level with the deck, and then there was only about a 2-inch step going into the house to get over the sill at the bottom of the door. Now the house itself was pretty big. Um, there was a huge kitchen, living room, L-shaped combination, a huge bedroom. I could put a king size bed in there and still had lots of room for my office desk and everything else. And the bathroom, well, that was another story. It was kind of narrow, kind of long, and there was a washer and dryer in there. There was a furnace, then the hot water tank, and then the shower and the toilet. So, anyway, one night I'm sound asleep. It's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I hear this noise and woke me up out of a dead sleep. And it sounded like tires on gravel. So I kind of opened my eyes and seen lights go past my bedroom. Now we live in a pretty secluded area. There's no other houses around, so there shouldn't have been any lights out there. So I jump out of bed and I'm standing there looking out the patio door. I open the curtains, and sure enough, out in the yard there's this pickup truck. So I'm standing there watching, and all of a sudden it comes backing up towards my patio door. And they were moving. I thought they were coming right through my patio door. So the only thing I could think of was getting the heck out of the way. So I jumped back out of the way, and I could still see the truck. And they were just inches away from coming right through that door. And then they stopped, and this guy gets out of the passenger side of the truck. And he goes over and he's trying to get into my front door. Well, fortunately, it was locked. So while he's trying to get into my place, the guy in the pickup truck, he heads over to my landlord's place, and he's trying to get in over there. So this guy at my front door, he goes around to the side door of my house trying to get in. Well, I had run into the kitchen, and I'm standing there butt naked, just freaking out. I haven't got a clue what to do or anything. And I was sure they were going to come busting right in. I'd bust the glass and come in through my side door. And so I'm standing there thinking, holy cow, if they break in, I'm standing here butt naked. That's not going to look good. But anyway, I thought, heck, that's going to be the least of my worries. So I grab a butcher knife out of the butcher block, and I'm standing there and haven't got a clue what to do. So anyway, this guy decides, since the doors were locked, he's going to go over and see if his buddy had any better luck. So he heads over there. So I get on my phone and trying to phone my landlord. So first I phoned their landline and got no answer. And then I phoned my landlady on her cell phone, got no answer. Phoned my landlord, and on his cell phone, got no answer. So anyway, I thought, well, I got to do something. So I just went over and clicked on the yard light. And as soon as I did that, these guys jumped in their truck and they took off. So the next morning, I'm talking to my landlord and his wife, and I explained to them what happened and everything. And they said, well, we should call the cops. And I said, but why? I said, I couldn't tell you the color of that truck, whether it's a dark blue or a black or a dark gray. I couldn't tell you whether it was a Ford or a Chev or a Dodge. I couldn't tell you if the plate on it was from Alberta or where it was from. So anyway, they decided that after that they're going to put in a security gate, which they did. It was a bit of a pain in the ass. It worked, but if the weather was bad, it didn't always work. But other than that, it worked not too bad. So anyway, that's my story about how I ended up butt naked in the middle of my kitchen and scared out of my mind. So I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you join me for my next video. So have an awesome day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.